Welcome everyone to our holiday themed top 10 list with me and Francesca Fiorentini. Francesca, how's it going?
Good.
Good as well. We're in red and green and we're gonna talk about the holidays. In fact, today we're gonna be talking about our top 10 Christmas movies of all time. And there's different holidays that have strong movie lists. Others don't. Thanksgiving is weirdly lacking in good movies, but Christmas is probably right up there with any of them. So with that said, what's your number 5?
Okay, don't cancel me. But my number 5 movie, you might not know this about me, but I had a long obsession with Kevin Spacey as an actor. And I don't talk about it publicly because it's embarrassing, and because obviously he was outed as a total creep. But I had like a long, many year obsession with him.
Yeah.
Not proud that my email was kevinsangel@hotmail.com.
No.
Not proud of any
what
of having posters of like, Usual Suspects and Hurly Burly and all these other movies that he was in, Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil, obviously American Beauty, when I realized that a 16-year-old with like a fit 45-year-old was probably a bad idea. And I was around 16. See, this is why you guys are members.
Laid out how you could eventually seduce him.
Oh yeah, exactly. Oh well, no, I definitely, when I got into it, when I read the description when the movie came out, I was like, oh my God, yes. I was like, yes. And then I watched it and I was like, oh yeah, that is weird. That's like not right.
Oh God.
The point is this: there's a movie called The Ref that he is in. He plays a dad, and it's a holiday movie. Dennis Leary, since become a right winger. Dennis Leary's in it. Annette Bening is in it, and she's hilarious. No, not Annette Bening. Excuse me. Catherine O'Hara is in it, and she's hilarious.
Oh,
yeah.
She is.
So Catherine O'Hara is in like all of my Christmas movies, and we'll see why. But it's so good. It is actually a really funny movie. It's not about Kevin Spacey being a creep. It's like a family gets taken hostage by this burglar, and the burglar's like, oh shit, I kidnapped the wrong family because these people are terrible and they're like insufferable, and it's very funny. You definitely have to watch it. It's great. The Ref, it's good.
Okay, well that one is, I do not know that one, but it sounds good. I do like Catherine O'Hara.
And I've revealed a lot about myself.
I did. So you, when you later watched American Beauty, you realized a little bit of the issues with it. I just this weekend rewatched one of what I had remembered as a movie I loved when I saw it, in college or something. The Professional, and I had not realized how much they sort of sexualized 12-year-old Natalie Portman. I didn't realize that when I watched it as a younger man. It's a little bit weird. And then I do a lot of research after I see movies, so I read about the original first script, and it was way more explicitly sexualizing her.
Really?
But it's not a Christmas movie. So anyway, oh yeah, no, like he sees her naked in the shower and she's talking about wanting him to be her first, and it's just very weird.
No. Because I really like that movie, so don't.
Oh, I do like. Well, no, that's not in the movie.
No, I know. Obviously, okay, wait, anyway. Quick. It's not Catherine O'Hara. It's Judy Davis. I'm sorry, but The Ref is really good. You should watch it.
Well, then I don't
Judy
like
Davis.
it anymore.
Okay.
Okay, my number 5. I narrowly didn't fit in Santa Claus the movie. I don't know if you ever see that with Dudley Moore and John Lithgow? No. I just, as a kid, loved no, it's not the Santa Claus. It's Santa Claus the movie. It's a 1980s movie about a toy executive who steals the magic dust that lets the reindeer fly and puts it on toys. I don't know, but I have fond memories. Anyway, that almost fit. But my number 5 is gonna be my nostalgia choice, which is A Christmas Story, which I think was made in the 80s, but it really feels like an authentic movie from the 50s. About the kid wanting to get the Red Ryder BB gun and dealing with just normal kid stuff like a bully and his parents. And I don't know, there's something about that movie that like I want to have it on around Christmas time. It's got a lot of classic quotes in it. It just feels very Christmassy. I like it. It's not the most exciting movie. What's that?
Every time I try to watch that movie, like I'll be like, yeah, I love this. Wait a minute, I'm so bored right now. The characters like kind of do it for me, but meh. And the BB gun, they're like, now it's like, honestly, like the Crumblies are like the family in A Christmas Story because they got their son a gun for the holidays. It's
not a real gun though.
I know, but it doesn't hold up because in 2021 it would be a real gun. I just.
Well, it's a nostalgia pick. You had to have seen it. Like I love Monty Python and the Holy Grail. I would never show that to someone who's never watched it now. There's no way that they'd like it. So this is A Christmas Story is that movie for me.
Okay.
What's your number 4?
Well, one occurred to me, so I was like, oh no, I have to add this.
It's this movie with Bill Cosby. Now hear me out.
Yeah. Hear me out, because I had like a really long obsession with Bill Cosby. No,
I
that would
so
actually
many pudding pops as a kid.
That would make more sense than actually being obsessed with Kevin Spacey. But anyway, number 4 is, okay, I have to collapse one of them. But number 4 is Muppets Christmas Carol. Muppets Christmas Carol is a solid, hilarious movie. It is a Christmas Carol, which I love. I think obviously the best Christmas story, and the Muppets. Now I haven't seen it in a little bit of time, but I saw it in the theater when it came out when I was younger.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. I mean, because it didn't come out that long ago. I'm not that old. But it's hilarious, and Tiny Tim is like that little rabbit, and it's so. Oh no, Tiny Tim's like Kermit's little nephew.
Yes.
It's just so good.
There's a little rabbit. He's the kid who like is walking through the streets.
Yes, the rabbit is the cutest. Who tells Scrooge when he comes out? So to me,
at some point,
Muppets are like happy, warm place in my heart, and like Christmas, or the best parts of Christmas, are happy, warm place. So when that movie came out and the two of them together, I just love it. So yeah, Muppet Christmas Carol.
I agree on the happy, warm place part.
Yeah.
My number 4, and this is like A Christmas Story. Christmas Story's on in the background while I'm like doing stuff. Home Alone's probably that, but I could sit down and watch Home Alone. Home Alone it's not only a far more actually interesting movie with some good performances, very funny, but it's also got a lot of good Christmas music in it.
Yes.
Which certainly doesn't hurt. And it's one of the Christmas movies I've watched not only the most, but earliest in my life. I think it kind of has to be on anyone's top 10, maybe top 5. Home Alone is it's like one of the archetypical Christmas movies.
Yeah, this is so hard because I want more than 5. I totally agree with that. Yeah, I guess my number 3, which I just forgot about until now, but it's a movie I love, and it's again, it is a Christmas, the Christmas Carol, because the Christmas Carol is the greatest Christmas story.
Which one?
Scrooged with why am I forgetting his name?
Bill Murray.
With Bill Murray,
what kind of
goddammit.
comedian are you?
I'm sorry, I have a headache.
Sorry. That guy, like I think he was in like Groundhog Day, I think.
Scrooge is the alternate. It's the holiday Groundhog Day. It's so funny. Bill Murray is great. And it's just a classic. And I love different takes on A Christmas Carol, clearly. Sure. And I like anything that's like, funny. I don't know. Scrooge is good.
It's a great structure, and it's one of the best, redos of A Christmas Carol.
Yes.
So much so that it's my number 3 too.
Oh,
Scrooge.
See?
No, I love Scrooge. I watched it again maybe last Christmas. I'll probably watch it this Christmas too. I like the puppetry of it. It's like maybe one of my favorite Bill Murray performances. Like, is it the best performance? Probably Groundhog Day. But after that, probably Scrooge. They really let him loose. I like Bobcat Goldthwait in it. The woman who plays the fairy is really annoying, but that's sort of the point. I don't know. It's very subversive and dark, but I like it. Like, I think it's a great take on A Christmas Carol.
He's the perfect Scrooge. I mean, it's essentially the same story as Groundhog Day, where he's like kind of he's an a-hole, and he has no regard for other people, and at the end of the day, he's like, "Oh, hey, maybe I am an asshole, and maybe I should be better." Blah blah blah. And like Bill Murray is the perfect Scrooge for that. Not in the same way that he's not like a miserly Scrooge, but he's just like a Hollywood dick Scrooge.
Yeah, like he's just obsessed with himself. But yeah, that's a great. It's more of an adult one, but that's a great Christmas movie.
I love it.
What does that make your number 2?
Number 2, I'm gonna collapse them because number 2, I get 2, and obviously it's Home Alone 1 and 2, the most classic Christmas films. So good. Every time you think you like 1 more than 2, you watch 2 again, and you're like, they did it. It's great. It's like I don't know how this is just as good as the first one. You're like, because you're like waiting for him not to get lost, and you're like, no, there's no way. And then his stupid tape recorder. It just and also it reminds me of like a pre 9/11 era when like anyone could get on any plane, and that was nice.
Yeah.
And you could see people to the gates. No one would really check your boarding pass. Yeah, it would never happen. In our security state, you can't have a Home Alone. It just wouldn't happen. I'd like to see, I think there was a third, but like I heard it was trash.
There's something on Disney Plus too that's like Home for the Holidays or something.
Home Alone 1 and 2, and also because like I think the other thing that it exposes is like abuse of the elderly because what's his name? Oh, Joe Pesci and David. Damn it, what's his name? What is the actor's name?
He's really good though.
He's so good, and everyone says that Matt, my fiance, looks like him.
Okay.
Yeah, you can see it. Oh, you can see it.
Yeah,
anyway, they get abused, and like by the second one, you're like, I think that's illegal. Like I think he can be tried as an adult at this point. You dropped a hot iron on someone's face. Daniel Stern.
God! In the first one, the stuff they do, if they made Home Alone today, it would just be way more like comical. He died. Like they drop an iron from 2 stories up. Like it would crush his skull.
He got electrocuted. There was like electrocution happening.
He's got his head set on fire with a blowtorch. I don't even know how they made this movie.
You're right. Like number 3, did they get waterboarded or something? Like what happens? How did they up it?
I don't know. The reason 2 wasn't collapsed into mine is I have not seen 2 in many years. I've only seen 1 over and over.
So good.
But what I do have at number 2 is our second crossover because the Muppet Christmas Carol is my number 2. I thought very long and hard about making this number 1. I like the Muppet stuff a lot. I like other Muppet ones, but this is to me is the ultimate one. The inclusions of the Muppets is not too much. They nail the characters. The puppets are great. Like I love the big happy present one and the scary. Like they nailed all of that. And his old business associate. Yeah, and Michael Caine. He's so good in it. Oh, Kermit's good. It is like almost the ultimate Christmas movie, except I have a personal attachment to one other one. But love Muppet Christmas Carol. I am definitely watching that, maybe tonight.
Yes.
So what does that make number 1 then?
I don't want to steal this from you.
I doubt you will. Are you a diehard lady? Is that what it is?
No. No, but you have to, and like maybe I'm just gonna make sure I get this right. But National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation is forever. Like it is such a classic. It is so funny always. It means Christmas. Him like not glue gunning, staple gunning his lights to his roof. Yeah. And then all the lights go out. I can't remember all the gags, but it's like one of those movies that like holds up and also captures family, which is like something else that like I think the Ref captures, don't cancel me, but also like National Lampoon's.
And how captured it before Kevin Spacey was captured for his crime.
Yeah. Well, he's still loose actually, sadly.
Yeah.
And funnily, he releases a Christmas movie like every single year too. He's probably gonna release another one. It's always some really creepy thing that he does in character from, Frank Underwood. I can't think of anything today.
Well, Christmas Vacation, you were saying though.
Yeah, Christmas Vacation. I like it. I like Chevy Chase, even though apparently Chevy Chase is like a raging asshole. Like apparently he's really mean. He's like a terrible person.
Like I wonder if to some extent it might be exaggerated because he is the ultimate example of the one everyone agrees is actually an asshole.
Yes.
He does seem like an asshole though. But
Elf didn't make it for you, did it? Or
Elf is not my number one.
No,
because
too old
my
for
number
Elf.
one is National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. It had to be. It had to be. I love Muppet Christmas Carol, but National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation just for me is the movie I think of when I think of putting on a movie. Oh my God, I just realized something that should have been my number 5. I'll mention it in a second. Anyway.
Okay.
The gags, like him stapling himself, the tree being set on fire, the squirrel running around in the house, like, and it's the core story is just a guy who, for all that he's an asshole in real life, just wants to give the people he loves the ultimate Christmas and he can't seem to make it happen.
Yep.
And it's just such a pure story. I love that when he's looking at the old home videos and they go to get the tree and the tree's too big and Julia Louis-Dreyfus is in it for some reason.
The neighbors are so good.
The neighbors are so douchey.
The douche neighbors.
When the cousin kidnaps the guy and puts the bow on him. It's so good.
When he opens a turkey and it's just like lets out like a howl and it's just black smoke. Very, very good.
Yeah, it's so good. I love National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. It's very, very good. You know, it's old and everything. Not everything totally holds up, but quite good.
Yeah. It's the family. Like I'm curious if there's like a newer comedy that does family that well. Cause I love that stuff. It can't just be like, I don't know, some falling in love BS. Like Love Actually is apparently a holiday movie. I haven't seen it.
It is.
But Have
you seen Last Christmas?
No.
No, I saw that in theaters.
I mean, once you get over Christmas, you stop watching Christmas movies sincerely. And so then they kind of like fall away. And once you stop believing in Santa Claus, who's not real, John.
What? Okay, well, I like your list. We overlapped on 4 of the 5. That's never happened before. And only your weird obsession with Kevin Spacey made that happen. Can I say one that like, now that I'm thinking about it, would knock A Christmas Story off. It might go before Home Alone. People don't think of this as a Christmas movie, but I can't help but think of it as a Christmas movie. And it would be, wait. Yes, Sophie got it right. Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. I think of that as a Christmas movie because first of all, everything's covered in snow all the time, basically. But then there's this one brief scene where it's Christmas and they're exchanging gifts. And that to me just makes the whole thing feel like a Christmas movie. And so, I don't know, I think like I watch that movie at Christmas every year. I'm going to, it just feels Christmassy.
I don't think I've.
Or do, if you agree.
I've only seen one Harry Potter movie ever.
Oh my God, when you come over, we're watching Harry Potter. I hope
I'm happy to. I know they're good. I hear the books are really good.
I like the books, yeah.
But now that J.K. Rowling has been, canceled, I can't in good faith read them. In fact, they're trash.
When I put on the movie, you're gonna have to cover your eyes because
Anyway. Okay, my runner-up was Mickey's Christmas Carol, but you can only have so many Christmas carols. But I had Mickey's Christmas Carol on a VHS tape that I would watch over and over again that had commercials from the 80s for like Slice. Do you remember Slice?
Yes, the soda.
The soda.
Yeah.
And like early McDonald's commercials. Just the most 80s Micro Machines, I think, and like some He-Man guy who squirted water, like, oh my God, squirts water, so cool. Very funny.
It's so weird how like you don't have that experience anymore. Like I used to watch Ninja Turtles over and over, and you got a commercial for Pizza Hut.
Yeah.
And they don't do that anymore. I bet you could say a lot about people if you knew what movie it was that they watched on VHS over and over and over when they were a kid.
Yes.
It's like however cool or rich someone is now, they were like sitting in front of a VHS like for hours at one point.
Are you saying you're cool and rich now? Is that the conclusion?
I'm cool. Damn cool. I watched Ninja Turtles a lot growing up. Anyway.
I was gonna say rich, but anyway.
As always, Francesca, thank you for joining me. I look forward to sharing a bit of the holidays with you, perhaps.
I hope so.
And with that said, everyone, feel free to put your list down below. We do, by the way, need to come up with one more Christmas or holiday related one for next Monday. So if you have suggestions, put that down below as well. And with that, we will see you next time.